Difference between exit and Sys.Exit in Python. In Python, there are two similarly named functions, exit and Sys.Exit. What's the difference and when should I use one over the other?
Exit is a helper for the interactive shell. Sys.Exit is intended for use in programs. The site module, which is imported automatically during startup, except if the S command line option is given, adds several constants to the built-in namespace, for example exit. They are useful for the interactive interpreter shell and should not be used in programs. Technically, they do mostly the same, raising system exit. Sys.Exit does so in sysmodule.c. While exit is defined in site.py and _sitebuiltins.py, respectively. Note that there is a third exit option, namely os._exit, which exits without calling cleanup handlers, flushing studio buffers, etc., and which should normally only be used in the child process after a fork.
If I use exit in a code and run it in the shell, it shows a message asking whether I want to kill the program or not. It's really disturbing. See here. But Sys.Exit is better in this case. It closes the program and doesn't create any dialog box.
Solution, origins, differences and speed. Why do we need the exit, Sys.Exit commands? Usually, the code runs through the lines until the end and the program exits automatically. Occasionally, we would like to ask the program to close before the full cycle run. An example case is when you implement authentication and a user fails to authenticate. In some cases you would like to exit the program. The exit. Exit's Python. Maybe you didn't know this, but it's a synonym of quit and was added after quit to make Python more user-friendly. Designed to work with interactive shells. Usage, use the built-in exit out of the box as is, without importing any library. Just type this. Execution time, 0.03s. Pros. Faster to use, built-in, works both with Python 2. X and Python 3. X, fast, can be used exactly like Sys.Exit, with the exception. Cons. No exception message. The Sys.Exit exits Python and raising the system exit exception requires an import. Designed to work inside programs. Usage. Execution time, of just the import in Sys.Exit, 0.07s. Or you can use a message for the system exit exception. Added finally Bop to illustrate code cleanup clause. Inspired by Adniram. Output. This is an exit. Preforming cleanup in 3, 2, 1. Pros. Trigger system exit exception. You can use an exception message. Closes without a dialog. Utilizes finally clause of try. Works both with Python 2. X and Python 3. X. Cons. Needs an import. Slower by 57.1% than exit. Conclusion. If you don't need an exception with an optional message, then use exit. This is faster and built-in. If you require more functionality of an exception with an optional message, use Sys.Exit. In the code examples, I am using Python 3. X.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.